Hello, welcome back to the Crazy House Saloon. I am Melonia, and today I'm doing a video regarding YouTubers that have self-harm due to cyberbullying. And I'm also going to be connecting the dots to how CK treats others and how these YouTubers were treated. So we're going to get to compare what happened to them to what CK is doing to others. And to me, I think that's going to paint a picture for us that what she is doing could be very harmful. So I want to start by providing a warning, a content warning. This warning is to tell everybody that the following video contains material that may be harmful or traumatizing to some audiences. We will be talking about some sensitive things of the sensitive nature, and I just want anyone who feels this may cause them any kind of mental harm to go ahead and leave and not watch the video. So I'm going to give you guys a few minutes if you want to click out, but this is your warning. And also throughout the video, I will have at the bottom the U.S. National Suicide Prevention Lifeline phone number. If you are not in the U.S., there are other hotlines available, and I'm sure you could probably call this number and they could give you some information. So I want to start off by saying that there are so many YouTubers and individuals on and off social media that take their own life because they just cannot deal with the continued bullying and harassing they receive. So today I'm going to talk about and feature two young YouTubers, and they were also social media influencers that took their own life because of the constant bullying and harassment from others on the platform. After I feature these two beautiful souls, I'm going to tie in CK's behaviors and actions. This is going to show you what this woman has done to others, and it could quite possibly, have the same results. So again, before I get started, if you feel this is going to be a video that could cause your mental state harm, please exit out and call the number, call someone to help, but the number below will stay on throughout this entire video. If you know someone that exhibits the warning signs of suicide, he or she should not be left alone. Please call the U.S. National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273-8255. This lifeline provides free confidential support for people in crisis or emotional distress. It's 24/7 all year round. The lifeline also offers online chat for people who prefer to reach out online rather than by phone. And I'm going to be linking that information in the description box of this video. I want to start off by featuring a young creator, and he was in the gaming community, but he was a creator for YouTube and for Twitch. So I think it would be best to start off by just talking about him. Desmond Amofah, who also went by the name of Etika. Desmond was born on May 12, 1990, in Brooklyn, New York. He died January 19, 2019, at the young age of 29. Now, I know that this shows June 24th, but there's a reason, so I will let you guys know that. From 2011 to 2015, he modeled, and in 2007, he released an independently produced rap mixtape titled Written in Ice. In 2012, Desmond started his YouTube adventure by broadcasting his gaming and reactions under the username EW Network, which means Etika World Network. He had over 800,000 subscribers between YouTube and Twitch before his main channel was closed. He then created a second YouTube channel called Etika FRFX and quickly gained 130 or over 130 subscribers. Desmond's content was focused on Nintendo gaming. His reaction videos showed him being over the top and could be seen screaming and falling out of his chair. He was quite comical. If you ever are able to go and see any of his previous videos that other people have uploaded, I mean, he was over the top, but that's why people liked him. I mean, he was putting on a show. He ended his videos with a signature catchphrase: "Take care of yourself. Have yourself a damn good one." He gave his fans the name of Joy-Con Boys, and this had to do with the Nintendo joystick. But Joy-Con Boys were his fans, and, you know, there's a lot of people who give their fans names. And, you know, in this case, if we want to say CK's fans are the Her Flying Monkeys, then that's Her Flying Monkeys and her peasants. I think I'd rather have a better name if I was a fan, but yeah, that's neither here nor there. The downfall of Etika. Desmond's original YouTube channel, EW Network, was terminated for violating YouTube's policies and after he uploaded pornographic videos to his channel. His second channel, Etika FRFX, was also terminated for the same reason, April 2019. Twitch also banned him later that year for using homophobic slur language during a live stream. Desmond would frequently post cryptic messages on social media with statements such as, "It's my turn to die," with screenshots of his terminated accounts. On June 19, 2019, Etika uploaded a video on YouTube apologizing and admitting to having mental illness and being suicidal. Desmond was last seen by phone at 8 p.m. on June 19th. A backpack and a phone belonging to him were found on the Manhattan Bridge on June 23rd, according to police resources. His body was pulled from the East River on June 24th. The medical examiner's office ruled his death a suicide by drowning on June 26, 2019. So for the most part, everyone thought that Etika was just really had some mental health issues and struggled with these mental health issues. But I'm going to show you some other information that a lot of people were not aware of. So this is basically just it's the article about when he passed away. NYPD News did post, has anybody seen him? They were looking for him. And then they come back and post that he was found deceased. And his fans said that he had posted a video where it appeared it was his suicide note. He said in the video, which has been reported by other users on YouTube, "I hope that my story maybe helps to make YouTube a better place in the future where people know boundaries and limits and how far things should go." I will link this page in my description as well. I have listened to this video, but I'm not going to play it on my channel. I don't think that that is necessary. If you want to listen to it, you can, because it is on the web, but it was removed. It was removed. And he was just telling everyone that he's sorry, that he messed up, he's done things, and he's sorry for that. This is just talking about, him having a YouTube page, things like that. And they said that he did post on Reddit saying, "And now it's my turn to die. I love you all." And then they said it really went downhill from there. There was a call out for people to remove that video. A lot of people said that, they saw that, they just saw this downward spiral, with him. And I think when he started losing his platform is when, he started to spiral kind of out of control. And also with the mental health issues on top of that, he wasn't really getting much help, and it wouldn't stay in the hospital very long. So I think that played a lot in him spiraling out of control. And then plus, we live in the social media age where everybody thinks that, if it doesn't happen on social media, it's not true. If it, at what point do we turn it off? So I'm going to get into some of the bullying. I don't know who Kimstar is. I've heard of Kimstar, but I don't have any direct information in regards to Kimstar. But I've heard of Kimstar. I don't watch Kimstar, so I'm not going to really comment on his material. But apparently Kimstar was very upset because people were saying that Etika had actually done a video or interview with Kimstar right before this happened. So, so a lot of people were blaming Kimstar and saying things, but Etika's mother and ex-girlfriend came back and said, you know what, it's not his fault what Etika did. What Etika did, he did to himself. But I think it's noteworthy to talk about this because there were issues that were happening that could have pushed him over that edge. No one is responsible for someone self-harming themselves. I mean, if you take your own life, if you do something to yourself, no one is responsible for that except for you. However, I do feel that certain things, if you are already very unstable, there are many things that can push you over. So that's kind of what I want to talk about and what I want to display in this video. So, Etika's fans were saying Kimstar, that he's the one that made things worse. And Kimstar was not happy about that, but he wasn't nice. So, I just want to make sure that we all understand this was not Kim Starr's fault, but I want to show just kind of how he talked to people, because we see a pattern with how other people interact with people and talk to people, and it shows your personality. So you know, apparently there was a lot of fans that were telling Kim Starr, leave Etika alone, don't go through with the interview, he is not stable, he should not be doing this. And as you can see in this screenshot, it was about the clicks and views for him. And he didn't care how unstable someone was. So I have a problem with that, and I feel like we should definitely pay attention to that. So there was a lot of people who did believe that Kim Starr was the cause of Etika's mental state at the time when he self-harmed. Again, I want to reiterate, this is not anybody's fault. This is his own fault for doing what he did to himself. However, we have to do better. We have to pay attention. If you know someone that is going to be in a bad state, leave them alone. Don't keep dragging them and dragging them and dragging them. So I think people have to do better, a lot better. So, of course, Kim Starr thought it was just a publicity stunt. He was just doing it to get attention. I hear that so much, and it makes me sad. But Etika's mother came out and sent Kim Starr a long message, saying, it's not your fault. What he did was what he did. So, people need to quit blaming him. And, Etika's ex-girlfriend, who's also a streamer on Twitch, came out and said the same thing. But I think that we still have to pay attention. We have to pay attention to this. So there's another screenshot that I want to talk about. Okay, so this, actually, let me see if I can pull this up. No, not that one. So here we go. This is off of Facebook, and it was from September 26, 2019, Kiwi Farms Unmasked, June 2019, suicide. YouTube gamer Desmond Amofah, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but I've seen the spelling before. Some say Amofah, some say Amofah, but either way, aka Etika, commits suicide after being bullied by Kiwi Farms trolls. Kiwi Farms had created a thread targeting him. Desmond is now the 5th person to commit suicide after being harassed and stalked by Nazi incels on the Kiwi Farms forum. So that's just a screenshot from the Facebook post, but I felt like this is extremely noteworthy, and this is what I'm about to get into. So here is an article regarding Desmond or Etika, And we are, the article, I'm going to link this as well. The article talks about his life, that he was a famous YouTube star on the gaming channels, and he originally had over 800,000 subscribers. And it talks about Desmond is the fifth person to end their life as a result of harassment and stalking in connection with the Kiwi farms. And it says the death toll continues to rise, and response from the authorities, they're not getting anything. And they are talking about how NYPD, found him and reported on the news, but they failed to mention the Kiwi Farms possible motive. Y'all, Kiwi Farms is sad. And there's a lot of comments down here. Someone's talking about, they have a lawsuit with Kiwi Farms. I will link this, and you guys can go and read it. But it does talk about Kiwi Farms. So, what does all this have to do with CK? Well, the information I'm about to show is actually out there, but I'm going to show a little bit of it, and this is going to show the parallels between what Kay does and what others have done to Etika, and the results that have come about with Etika can be the same results from Kay. So, I've showed past videos of her, or in a couple of my videos, I showed some information, and this is strictly from the website. I can't redact what the website has. I'm not screenshot shooting anything. I'm not redacting anything. Straight from Kiwi Farms. And, Kiwi Farms is her friend. She likes Kiwi Farms. And that's where she went to start doxing people. And she wanted them to harass this person. I don't know who this person is. But CK said, this person's harassing me because of something I said. So I want to know who she is. So she reaches out to Kiwi Farms. Well, we all know Kiwi Farms goes after people hard, really hard. And, this doesn't go away. This stuff does not get deleted. So she goes by Mrs. Bob Marley. People are ugly on here. People are nasty on here. They want to know, why do you want this? Why do you want us to do this? Why, but we want pictures from you. They're just very, very nasty. I don't want to keep too much of it on my page because it gets really bad. So she does show them she does a Mrs. Marley, aka Critical K. She sends them a picture, and then they say, all right, then let's get down to business. How long have you suspected this person has been bothering you? So, they have all this stuff. And then she says, last night I was sent a Google Drive with clips of me speaking badly about a murder victim, Shanann Watts. These clips are 2 years old, some more recent. I am sure their plan is to make yet another video about me. At any rate, what the dumb A didn't do was protect their email. It is associated with the drive, and it's her name, and I believe associated with her. So she doesn't know. She just keeps saying, I believe, I believe, I believe. But she's going out. She wants to go after them. She wants, you know, so much information on this person, but she also wants them to be ruined. She wants them to be harassed, you know. And they're like, well, what did you say? And she said, oh, just saying she was a piece of shit mom, etc., and drove her husband to insanity. That's what she said about Shanann. Oh, just nothing. Just she's a piece of shit mom, and she's the reason that her husband killed her and her kids. You know, no big deal. Are you freaking kidding me? Anyway, I'm not gonna pull everything up on here. If you guys want to look at it, you can. I just, I, anyway, that is available on the internet, and I'll link everything so you guys can go and look at it yourself. But that's what I wanted you guys to see. She is not a stranger to Kiwi Farms. This young man who had a whole world ahead of him, not even been married yet. He has not had children yet. You know, his parents are no longer, can't be a grandparent because that was taken away from him. That was taken away from them because of what he did to himself. You, if you play a role in someone getting to that level, then you are at some point responsible for their mental health. We have to do better, people. And Kay, if you are listening, please take this and remember that what you say to people, what you put in writing, whether it was 2 years ago or 4 years ago or 5 years ago, it's still out there. And the way you make someone feel stays with them longer. And I always tell people it's not what you say, it's how you made that person feel when you said it. And if you were intentionally trying to hurt someone, if you were intentionally going after someone to cause them harm mentally or physically in their personal life, then you have contributed to mental health issues that could be a result of self-harm. And if you can be traced back to that, so if any of your words has caused someone to do something like this, and it's your words, you can be held liable. But not, and let's not even get to that point. How about we just don't? How about you just stop doing what you're doing to people? Stop making people feel the way that you do. Stop going after them. Stop sending people to get their addresses, to call their job, to call their family, to email their fathers. You know, Jay for Justice had someone on her channel, on her second channel, the 411 channel. You know, if you guys want to go listen to it, go listen to it. She's going to tell you what this woman has been doing and what she had been doing. Not only what she's been doing and having her flying monkeys do and the information gathering, but also what she has done to this person individually. That's enough to drive anyone over the edge. There's enough documents out there. There's enough proof out there to show what you're doing. You are liable. So that's what I got for Mr. Desmond, Etika. very good-looking young man. Makes me sad. Had his whole life ahead of him just to be ripped away. Sad, sad world, people. Ashley Monet Lovelace was born November 7th, 2002 in Abington, Pennsylvania. She passed away January 21st, 2019 in Las Vegas, Nevada at the very young age of 16. She's beautiful, people. Look at those eyes. Absolutely gorgeous. Her obituary reads, as a young girl, Ashley was able to emphasize and identify with the vast array of people and personality types. This quality drew her into a diverse group of friends and acquaintances. Ashley was intelligent and had a little trouble getting along with her peers. And had little trouble getting along with her peers. She was almost always the first to jump in when it came to playing games or participating in other childhood activities. In her spare time, she liked singing and drawing. Ashley had the ability to find amusement with almost any activity she and the many childhood friends she shared might discover. What a beautiful, beautiful girl. So sad. I'm going to jump over to her bio. And again, I'll link all this information. Tells when she was born. She was 16 when she passed away. Cause of death. Who was Ashley Lovelace? Ashley Monet Lovelace was an American social media celebrity who rose to fame with her Instagram account. She was raised in Las Vegas. Her aspiration, even as a child, was to explore the world of showbiz. She was particularly interested in fashion and singing. When she joined Instagram, she did it in order to find an outfit for herself and slowly began posting short videos of herself singing. She had hoped to become a model. Her follower count started increasing as Ashley became a minor celebrity in a short period of time. In less than 6 months, she had several thousand likes and over 400,000 followers. However, due to several instances of cyberbullying and mental health problems, she decided to kill herself in January 2019, leaving many shocked. Her family displayed a great strength and did not blame anybody for her death and continued to talk fondly of their daughter's dreams and ambitions. Her mother is currently in charge of her Instagram account and regularly posts tributes to her daughter, while many mourn her early loss. She's also started a foundation on Ashley's behalf to raise awareness on cyberbullying. Again, it's not anybody's fault that someone does something to themselves. However, there are things that can push someone over the edge and make them fall into a path. Rise to fame. She was born in the age of the internet. She was like any other teenager. She joined many social media channels. She found a calling on Instagram where endless strings of photographs could dictate an account's popularity. She had aspirations of becoming an established singer and model. So she got her, her first big following on Instagram. Despite having a short stint as an influencer, Ashley is fondly remembered by her friends, family, and fans as an enthusiastic and talented girl who had a bright future ahead of her. Ashley's account started receiving several hateful comments and jabs once she grew popular on Instagram. In particular, Tyler Edmonds, who is also known as Bully, Barbie Barbie the Bully. Yes, never heard of it. Stood out as he constantly bullied her and even prided himself on it. While many say that Edmonds was the indirect cause of Ashley's death, her friends have stated that her existent depression and anxiety could also have triggered the fatal decision. Despite the unfortunate event, Edmonds continues to take pride in his bullying and did not express any regret over Ashley's death. He went as far as to say that it didn't matter that Ashley died, as she was just another girl. Several friends and fans of Ashley have criticized Edmonds, but to no avail. So what I notice a lot of times, and because of my classes and some of my background, is when someone commits self-harm that results in death, it's very important that those grieving them do not put the blame on someone else. You have to come to terms with the fact that that person did what they did to themselves. So I think that's great that these two young people, that their family have come out and said, you know what, it's not your fault. What happened is not your fault. But they're still trying to, bring awareness of these things and make sure that people are aware that these things happen and play a huge role in someone's mental health and the results when they self-harm. We've got some information about her personal life, which I'd already read. Mom's got a GoFundMe account to honor and build Ashley's legacy while raising awareness about, the consequences of cyberbullying. She was currently working on a foundation. I'm not sure if she's done that, if she's, finished that up yet, but, something we can look into. Gosh, what a beautiful girl. I believe she was biracial, Korean, Hawaiian, but man, just beautiful, just absolutely gorgeous. They don't, the family, that's good for them, that they don't want to blame someone. But one of Ashley's persistent bullies, Tyler Edmonds, took responsibility for Ashley's death and continues to express no remorse for his actions. So, this is sad, y'all. Someone asked him why he was bullying, and he changed his Instagram bio to read, "Yo, roaches, mad about Ashley, get over it. And yes, I'm the reason why she's gone. I love to bully and can't wait to bully more." What an idiot. Somebody needs to take his social media away. Somebody needs to take his devices away. Somebody needs to teach Did your mama not teach you how to be nice? Like, I don't understand. Ashley Lovelace was no less than an angel with gorgeous eyes and personality. Not just she was beautiful, she had a soothing and heart-touching voice. Her life seemed so bright and perfect, but the reality was very different. It is so different to imagine that girl with such positivity and charm was bullied so much to the extent that she took her own life. Now let us um, now let us know more about her and who was responsible for her death. So here's just another quick bio. People were saying that her anxiety and stress was because of the bullying that she received. You know, most of the time when these young folks get on social media, they're not getting on social media because somebody is already bullying them. They're getting on there because of their excitement and things of that nature. It's the bullying that leads them. Isn't she just beautiful? So, who is the alleged bully? Before knowing who the bully was, Ashley Lovelace was already suffering from depression. She had cut marks on her arms, which she did herself. To make it even worse, Tyler Edmonds, Barbie the bully, bullied her on social media extremely. Um, he does adult amateur films. He works at White Castle as a cashier and identifies himself as transgender. He openly says that he basically loves to bully others. Matter of fact, he is proud that he was the reason behind Ashley's death. He even said that she rests in hell and it's just one girl who died, as one has to die one a day. He even targeted a YouTuber named Leah, who said that it's not okay to cyberbully. He made multiple accounts on Instagram just to troll her and put negative comments on the products of lashes she makes, which she sells online. She made a video crying, saying she can't take it anymore. Just look at what he has to say after she died. Oh my God. Okay, guys. So, how does this pertain to CK? I just want you to think back on some of the things that she said. Why am I comparing this? Well, how many times has CK bullied others on social media, in her Patreon, or Signal and Discord chats? I have 133 screenshots of straight bullying. I could show them, but they're all over YouTube. They're all over the internet. You guys can go see them. I mean, I don't think I have anything that somebody else hasn't already seen. And I'm not going to flood my channel with just screenshots of CK's nastiness. We all know what she's about. How many people has she gone after because they don't want to be her friend or fly monkey anymore? Every single person. Once you decide you don't want to be her friend or be part of her nastiness, she goes after you. How many people has she sent her flying monkeys to harass and torment? I think there's too many to count. Maybe I should have done that. Maybe I should have went back and counted. But honestly, there's just too many. Who has the time? I don't. Just Google it. You can find it. Think about the beautiful Ashley Lovelace. It was a single person that tormented her on a regular, just like CK does to other people. When will this stop? Obviously, people are self harming, and it's not stopping this. What has to happen for bullying and harassment to stop? A $10 million lawsuit? You would think so, but that hasn't stopped her yet. We don't get to see her day-to-day behavior behind the scenes because most of us don't want to be involved in that, but it always comes out. What gets done in the dark always comes to light. I believe a $10 million lawsuit and jail time is the only way that's going to stop this girl or this woman, this creator, this character. It's time we stop these people. It's time every single time someone does something and bullies someone, cyberbullies, harassment, goes after them. Every time we see this and we find proof, no matter which creator it is, no matter who it is, we need to show it. And we need to start bringing awareness. We need to get these people shut down to where they cannot do this to anybody else. Think about if Ashley Lovelace was your daughter, your sister, your cousin. What about Desmond? What about his family? They don't get to see these two beautiful people anymore in their life. So if you see someone that's doing something, going after someone, attacking someone, trying to get into their personal life, to cause harm, to cause trauma, say something. Don't go along with it. Tell them what they're doing is wrong. I plan on doing a follow-up video to this just to talk about it, talk about how we can be better if anybody just wants to talk about anything. So I'll do a live where we can have an open panel and we can have a discussion. That will probably be tomorrow, Saturday or Sunday. I will put out a broadcast ahead of time to let everyone know. So until then, be kind to one another. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.